Hello students, in the series of how to write chemical formula and their chemical name, let's see some common examples of elements useful to write chemical equations. First of all, we are taking metals. These are the chemical name and these are the formula. Total 24 metals you have to learn, which is useful in 10th class. Mostly they encounter in your chemical reactions. First of all, we take sodium. If sodium or sodium metal is written, then you will write down Na. If Na is written is there, then you will understand this is the sodium metal. If potassium is written, then you will write down K. If lithium is written, then you will write down Le. If cesium is written, then you will write down Cs. If magnesium is there, or magnesium ribbon, or a magnesium wire, magnesium metal, then you will write down as Mg. If calcium is written, then you will write down Ca. If barium is given, then you will understand that is Ba. If aluminium is written, then you will understand this is Al. If gallium is given, then you will write down Ga. If tin is given or sternum is there, then you will write down Sn. If lead is given or plumbum is there, then you will write down Pb. If manganese is given, then you will understand that is Mn. If chromium is given, then you will write down Cr. If tungsten is given, then you will write down W. If iron is given or ferrum is written, then you will write down Fe. If cobalt is given, then you will write down Co. If nickel is given, then you will write down Ni. If copper or cuprum is written, then you will write down Cu. If zinc is given, then you will write down Zn. If mercury is given, then you will write down Hg. If silver or argentum is given, then you will write down Ag. If gold is given, then you will write down Au. If platinum is given, then you will write down Pt. If palladium is given, then you will write down Pd. Student, be careful about writing the formula of these metals. First letter should be capital and the second letter always in small. First letter should be capital and second letter should be small. Some of the metals having only single letter to represent their formula, and some metals have two letters to represent their formula. So always be careful that first letter should be capital and the second letter always in small letter. Let's take some examples of non-metals. You will write down. Students, metals are always monoatomic. They are constant particles composed of only one atoms, and they exist in solid state except mercury. Mercury is the only metal which exists as liquid at room temperature. So let's see some more examples of elements. Now the turn is nonmetals. We will see that some common nonmetals which will encounter in our chemical reactions. We will see the chemical name and their chemical formula. Students, nonmetal can exist in all three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Students, nonmetals may be monoatomic or polyatomic. Monoatomic means when the constituent particles composed of only one atom, and the polyatomic means when the constituent particles will compose of two or more than two atoms. So when we write the formula of any chemical compound, it represents one particle of that chemical substances. So let's see the examples of nonmetals. First is the hydrogen gas. Whenever hydrogen gas is given in our chemical reaction, we will write down H2, and in bracket we will write G, small g. This G represents that hydrogen is exists in gaseous state, and one particle of hydrogen gas composed of two atoms of hydrogen. In the same way, nitrogen gas, which is also diatomic, we will write down the formula N2 and it is gaseous state. oxygen gas or air is given, then we will write down O2. This is diatomic gas. If fluorine gas is given, we will write down F2. It is also gas. If chlorine gas is given, it is also diatomic. We will write down Cl2. It is gas. Bromine. It is also diatomic, and we will write down Br2, and it is liquid at room temperature and reddish brown in color. It is harmful to our eyes. The person can blind if its fume will go in the eyes. Iodine. It is also diatomic. We will write down the formula I2, and it exists as solid. Phosphorus. It is polyatomic nonmetal, and one molecule consists of 4 atoms of phosphorus, and we will write down P4. It is exists in solid condition. If there is sulfur is given, we will write down S8. This is octaatomic, and it exists in solid condition. Student, whenever carbon is given in the name of coke, coal or charcoal, diamond, graphite, whatever, then the constituent particles contains carbon, and we will write down the formula as C, and it exists as solid condition. If helium gas is given, helium, neon and argon never react with the other elements, but sometimes we have to use to explain the chemical reactivity of the atoms. So the formula for helium gas we will write down He, neon gas we will write down Ne, and argon we will write down Ar. So students, I hope that you have clear about the elements. These are the common examples of elements which will be see in our chemical reactions. In the next lecture, we will discuss some common examples of compound, their chemical name and chemical formula, that are covalent compounds and ionic compound. First, we will see covalent compounds, some common covalent compounds, and then we will see ionic compounds. And especially ionic compounds will encounter in our chemical reactions. And also we will see how to write the chemical formula of ionic compound. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks.